Shalom. More reports. Give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Kakadash. Honest the men and truth on down. Like-minded ones teaching the truth and knowledge of the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The spirit of men and truth on down. Like elders, apostle men and truth on down. Like-minded ones teaching the truth and knowledge. Know this truth and knowledge and call Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Kakadash. Give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Kakadash. It's quick news. Let me see. It's unimaginable to me the former U.S. president will be tried before November under Trump. Mitch McConnell, he'll be stepping down this fall relating to in November. His term will end in 2027, I believe like January, but he's stepping down this fall. McConnell ends his leader marks a seismic shift for the Republicans Party. You have uncommitted gets over 100K votes on the Democratic ballot. You have issue of major wildfires spreading throughout Texas, through the panhandles, and spreading through Texas, man. Did a video on that. Houston firefighters fighting wildfires throughout Texas. We have judge denies Trump's attempt to delay $454 million civil fraud judgment. Trump got to be paid. He got $355, and he got the civil one. So it's a lot of money. He's coming. He has to pay. Displaced in northern Gaza suffer from shortage of food, clean water, medicine, and disease spikes. So that's in Gaza because of the continuous bombardment of war. Approaching storm to make for wet weekend in Bay Area. Triggers a Sierra blizzard warning. This is probably San Francisco area. Nathan Wade's ex-divorce lawyer blurts out, "Odag, when?" presented with text Fannie Willis relating to that judge. Congressional leaders agree to avert pretty much a delay relating to a government shutdown. So they're working on bills to delay until, they have 6 on they had to read through and different things. It's pretty much delaying whether, pretty much time to read it, whether they're going to agree to it and different things, and pretty much they're delaying it. Scripture talks about be not ignorant anything great or small, man. You know what I mean? So it's relating to other issues, relating to border issues and different other fundings, because the border issue is a major thing, pretty much impediment or impediment relating to, or obstacle relating to both sides agreeing, man. So they just delaying it for right now. Republicans grunt Hunter Biden an impeachment investigation behind closed doors relating to a port. They were talking about that on this one too, which is PBS, public broadcasting system. You have Idaho halts execution on lethal injection after 8 failed attempts to insert an IV line. Biden gets the annual physical. Let me say, Laurel Bobart's son, Tyler, arrested, faces 22 charges after alleged theft. I believe she's a congresswoman, I believe. Supreme Court splits on federal bump stock ban challenge by Texas gun owners. Senator Democrats bash GOP aversion to IV care, urge stronger protection for reproductive rights. So knowing this in the last days that perilous times shall come, man. So we see in perilous times, man. We also see in Babylon, man. That great mighty city, falling, man. You have the division relating to Luke 11, 17, and 18, 12, 25, and 26. Matthew 25 real quick. Perilous goes to bad times, man. Perilous, even evil times, man. You know? You having continuous war. There's a video related to Russia saying, relating to NATO, relating to the nuclear missiles, push button or something. That was a YON report. So you see in the tensions of these nations, man. You know? Yahushua knew their thoughts and said into the every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city of a house divided against itself shall not stand. That's what's happened. You see in this house the power structure, the rulership of this place being divided, man. In every city and house divided against itself shall not stand. What ultimately was divided is going to fall, man. And then Satan cast out Satan. He's divided against himself. Satan against Satan. That's two powers of the same powers within that structure. They divided against themselves, man. And how shall then his kingdom stand? If they're divided, they're going to fall, man. If they can't agree, they're not on the same accord, on the same mental wavelength, on the same frequency. You know what I mean? They're gonna fall, man. They're not gonna stand. They're gonna fall, but have an end, man. Let me get it in Mark 3. And relating to this government stuff, they just delaying. You know what I mean? They just postponing, delaying. You know what I mean? That's all they doing. You know. And he called unto him and said that in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have what? An end. And that's what's happening, man. So Satan rising up against himself. He's divided against himself. He's not on agreement or accordance with himself. So you're going to see the division. You're seeing the division, which ultimately is going to lead to the fracture and then ultimately the collapse. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the pre-collapse of Babylon, man. Something short real quick relating to that. More scripture. And he have cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, it has become the habitation of devils, and hold on every foul spirit in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And for all the nations have drunken her wine, and the wrath of her fornication, the kingdoms. Go to Jeremiah, talk about the nations become mad, man. So they're going to turn against Babylon. That's part of that division as well, man. And the kings the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundancy of her delicacy. So they prosper very lucratively in this place, man. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues, man. Scripture talks about Micah 2, arise ye, depart from me, for this is not a place of your rest. It is corruptness shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. Micah 2:10. It's telling you to separate because there's a judgment for this place, man. Now this is something short, real quick. Scripture talks about in 10, talk about Allah, that great mighty city, in 1 hour thy judgment come, man. 18:7 of Revelations, man, I believe. Make sure. '18 and Shalak, 18 and 18 and 10, Shalak, 18 and 10, Revelations 18 and 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment come, man. So that powerful city, which is Babylon. Babylon is what? Is the daughter of Great Britain, man. Power is passed down through Great Britain to America, the eighth head, man. And the revised Roman or Roman Greco is through what? A new management of America. America is the spearhead and pretty much the manager, the new manager to take over of the ancient Roman past, man. It's just a continuation, man. Through a new management, which is through America, which is the eighth head, man. So that's the four beasts, man. It's just a continuation of the four beasts, which is the Roman, which down a little season came back through a new management through America, passed down the torch by Great Britain to America to be that power, man. That's what that is. So that was scripture. Alas, alas, in that great day, that mighty city Babylon, in 1 hour thy judgment come, man. And that's ultimately what's going to happen, relating to, according to prophecy, what's going to be, what's going to happen, man, relating to Babylon, man. You know, Babylon is here. What? America, man. That's what that's talking about. All right. That being said, Zayab, I hope this helps in some way. There's something short. Give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yoshua Shem Makakada Zayab Woshawa.